Can you hear me, folks? Excellent. Sorry for the wait. Everything decided to conspire against me. Webcam, audio card, the works. But we take it easy on the Aqualounge. We're a little behind schedule, just fashionably late. Got some fun stuff planned today. A couple of surprises. A little experimental. Might work, might not. Something that I really wanted to have for the debut. Couldn't quite get ready. Again, fashionable lateness is a trend. A trend I all hope you're willing to embrace. Bubble's good. I think we're ready to roll. The Aqualounge, open. First game of the night is actually a viewer request, one of the first. If you want to request a game for me to run, some art, some music, real simple. Just send a little tip to aqualounge.tv@gmail.com. Nothing will be turned away, but everything is subject to curation review. If it doesn't make it, don't worry. It probably will one day. Julius Caesar. You know it's serious. We're starting with this. You know, I recently found out what THQ stood for. Toy Headquarters. It used to have a little bullet between the T and the H. I thought about doing effects for raids, but raids are so unlounge-like. Don't you agree? This, believe it or not, is a PS1 game I never played, but have looked at extensively, called Devil Dice. This is a strange puzzle game, and I have very little idea how to play it. Oh, really? This is the Cotton people. That would be really cool. For those who don't know, Magical Knight Cotton, Panorama Cotton, Boomerang Cotton, etc. are a long-running series of cute-em-ups with a very cute witch known for stunning graphical effects on whatever platform they're on. There was recently a cotton collection released for Nintendo Switch. I believe it has some problems. Thank you for the follow. I lost my identity. Unfortunately, as you might see, there have been a couple of fixes, a little tidying around the Aqualounge, but I've been a bit busy. And herein lies the shill. I've recently launched a new storefront for Aqualounge called the Aqualounge Surf Shop. Contain periodically updated micro collections of Aqualounge vibes that you can wear on your person. If you're watching tonight through aqualounge.tv, you will notice the link to Aqualounge Surf Shop directly below the stream box, and I would really appreciate it if you checked it out. There's some pretty cool t-shirts, a sticker, there is a tank top to stay cool in this sweltering summer heat. Was really under some pressure to get it out by summer. I wanted to make sure everybody could stay cool fashionably. Also, my shades sure don't want to stay up tonight. It's just one of those nights. That's okay. It's Sunday. Easygoing day. I think trial is probably what we're going to want. Ape Escape. That would make sense, considering how much just aesthetically this shares with Ape Escape. Fun fact, Ape Escape, notably composed by Japanese junglist and EDM musician Soichi Terada, is a fantastic game. But I have a friend of mine who recently interviewed Terada-san, and I would be very interested in running that interview on the Aqualounge if I can get permission. So that's something that could be coming down the pipe later. Give me just a moment. I'm going to adjust my beautiful, marvelous, completely legitimate Oakleys. And if I can't keep them on my head, they might come off tonight. That's okay. Anyway, Aqualounge Surf Shop. Embedded in the page if you're watching on aqualounge.tv. Think about it. Let's play some Devil Dice. I've never played this game before. I have a better idea. It's dice time. Trick to figure out how to play this game. I see you walk on dice, and do you match dice? This reminds me of another puzzle game that I might run at some point in the future, called Endor Fun. Endor Fun is a fascinating puzzle game with a fascinating history. That's for another time, isn't it? Interesting. Well, my attempts to clear dice have failed. So if anybody knows how to play Devil Dice, I would very much appreciate a little guidance. I haven't the faintest. Have the same number of die as the number on the top next to each other. I see. I am pressing the button to clear, and nothing is happening. Do I need to use an input? I wonder. I'm going to see if I... Oh, 1 is the only one you can't clear like that. How do you clear 1s? For reference, this was a manual. There. Much better. Very good. More games should have menu tutorial music like this. That I understand. Oh. Oh, I suppose it's time to just put my controller down, relax for a little bit. I suppose that's alright. It's so strange. I like the player model. This was sort of what was in vogue at the time. Reminds me of games like Cool Tune. It's a little bit like the imp from Magical Drop. Slap Happy Rhythm Busters, Bust-A-Groove, etc. Bust-A-Groove. Now, record companies allowing, that is a perfect Aqualounge game. I will write that one down. Alright, I will make a group of 4 fours. If I can figure out how. Maybe 2 twos is easier to start with. There we go. Devil Dice is in the school of strange, vaguely foreboding PS1 puzzle games that I really, really enjoy. Equal number is shown on top. Alright, very good. That is true. I wonder how Mario does it. Maybe all of those years of being a Brooklyn plumber have made... Oh... But you can group 4 threes. Interesting. Number on the dice multiplied by the number of the dice you have lined up. You know, I'm just going to leave that previous statement about Mario incomplete. I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing but the ominous sound of sinking dice. By the way, if the game is a bit quiet, let me know. Ah, yes. The apple never falls far from the tree. There's always a Sokoban somewhere. The ominous sound effects here are very, very similar to a much beloved PlayStation 1 puzzle game that I intend to stream in the future, Intelligent Cube. One of my absolute favorites. I liquidated many of my PlayStation 1 games, and Intelligent Cube was not among them. I have kept my copy of Intelligent Cube, and I have kept my copy of Einhunter. How am I playing this? Well, I have a controller. Figure it out. I understand this a little better now. Let's give it a try. There we go. Interesting. I'm assuming this is a similar loss condition to Tetris, and that if the field becomes full, there's not a whole lot you can do. Yes, I was telling the story of Endorphin before I started this. Endorphin is a very similar puzzle game to this, released for MS-DOS. It came under fire for containing New Age subliminal messaging. The soundtrack. Minor controversy. I've played it. The messaging is there, but it's all relatively positive stuff. Certainly nothing I would complain about. I do feel that the speed of this game is a bit high for something of its sort. There we go. This is a bit of a brain boggler, I agree. Very good. Ah, what's that? Come on now. Some gimmies. So close. Feels like every move I make is the wrong one. Ooh. Interesting. You can chain the dice if you haven't finished the combo. Very good. I don't think I ever got the button to climb. Does anyone know how to climb on the dice? I would very much... Oh, hold into one that's rising, I see. Very good, thank you. The difficulty curve on this one is very satisfying. That I felt very helpless about 2 minutes ago. and I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a grip on the game. This does have a very satisfying sort of minutes to learn, lifetime to master appeal. Thank you, Lost Little, for following. Now I know it's not exactly popular to stream puzzle games on Twitch, unless you're doing so competitively. People find them to be dull, people find them to be boring, people find them to be repetitive. This is a puzzle-friendly stream, and I'm not just saying that because I'm biased. I, full disclosure, did develop a indie puzzle game for Nintendo Switch, and finding streamers wasn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. There's a bit of discrimination against the genre, I think that's undeserved. It's considered undesirable. I don't really think that's fair. So expect plenty of puzzle games on the Aqualounge. In fact, we have another one coming up tonight. There's going to be a twist. Of course, it could all detonate spectacularly. I'm not quite sure yet. That is true. This is ostensibly a 2D puzzle. This could be performed in 2 dimensions. One thing that it does sadly lack... Oh, another gimme. One thing that it does sadly lack is a controllable camera. I think even a shoulder button camera would do a great deal for this game. Oh, I see. It becomes harder and harder to rise up. This might be curtains for me, unfortunately. But if it is, let's see what more Devil Dice has to offer. Oh, adapting this game to a physical board sounds challenging. What on earth did I just roll? Something cleared all the ones from the board. Well, that was helpful. Thank you. No other 4s, unfortunately. There we are. Very good. So much 6. I think I'm subconsciously going for larger numbers when I should be going for smaller ones. Ah, there's an opportunity. Glasses on. It's puzzle time. I suppose that's true. That would be a devil die, wouldn't it? addition of being able to go on the ground is an interesting risk-reward mechanic because it does let you push dice and Sokobomb them directly, which I do think is an interesting pick. I do find the additional chaining to be a little more of a hindrance than a help, because 99% of the time they have been unintentional on my part. But that just might be my inexperience with the game showing. This is my first time playing, and I already feel like I've improved a lot, which I think is the mark of a good puzzle game. One of the things that was a big part of my design for Crossing Plus is that I wanted the player to feel cool, and I wanted the player to feel smart. And regardless of what skill level they were at, I wanted to impart those feelings onto the player, and I think that that's a very important part of making an appealing arcade-style puzzle game. And I think Devil Dice does a good job of that. Ah, some custom emojis in the chat. Beautiful. I'll tell you what. I'm going to keep going until I lose. I don't know how soon that will be. And when I do, we'll see what else Devil Dice has to offer. Oh, come now. Ah, this may be curtains. Finally. So close. I think this is it for me. Oh, very good. Saved by the bell. Again, I don't quite understand what happens with the ones. I did notice the music change. That was nice. Even with the slight delay of what I assume is Redbook audio. For those of you who are unacquainted, the PlayStation 1 used a few audio formats, the most common two being XA audio, which was synthesized, or sequenced rather, on PS1 hardware, and Redbook audio, which was the Redbook CD standard of audio that was read directly from a disc. The gap in playback between the normal and hurry-up music here implies to me that this is, in fact, a Redbook audio game. One of the fun things about Redbook audio on the PlayStation 1 is that if you put in your own CD, sometimes you can trick a game into playing whatever track 1 on your own disc is. This was used to great effect in some early PS1 demo discs, including some from Psygnosis, a Sony studio famous for developing the Wipeout franchise, that lets you use your PS1 as a visualizer by loading a program into RAM, deciding to play track 1 from Redbook audio mode, encouraging you to insert your own disc. Note that custom soundtracks are still a feature missing from many modern platforms. VibRibbon is a fascinating case as well, in that VibRibbon would actively build data from, I believe, some kind of memory buffer directly reading from the PS1 CD Redbook audio circuitry. It is, unfortunately, a game I cannot play with my current hardware setup because of the super secret PS1 that I'm using. It can do many things, but it hasn't quite figured out how to do VibRibbon yet. which is a shame, because I would love to run Vib Ribbon. Very good. Yes, that is true about the original Xbox. The HDD was such a big deal. Oh, I just noticed the floor texture's changed. That's a nice touch. Some way to visually indicate that you've progressed. Another interesting challenge in this game that I've noticed is how you organize your playfield. On one hand, there's a temptation to organize all your dice to one side of the screen. That makes them easier to manage, makes it easier to predict where new dice will appear, but that restricts heavily your... oh, it's not good. Restricts your options heavily. Might as well take advantage of the fact that I'm on the floor. There it is, there's that floor mechanic in action, that risk-reward that I discussed earlier. If you end up on the floor, you have to ask yourself, do I get back on a die immediately? Or do I try to risk that combo I've been trying to set up? Unfortunately, the reaction time for getting on a die, very, very quick. Or I should say, the window of opportunity. My reaction time is not quick at all. Oh, that's fascinating. If you watch my character, you can cancel a dice roll in the middle of a roll. For instance, in order to trigger a clear. Fascinating. Now we're getting dicey. But I had to say it eventually. Oh, how long can I keep this one going up? Uh-oh. That's not good. That must be some sort of bonus that I've built up that I don't quite understand. The other thing I haven't quite figured out is what that does. I'm able to place a, Oh, I see. It's just an optional toggle for a reticle to show which die you are currently on. Makes sense. Come on now. Oh, rats. sayonara, everybody. But it has been an awfully fun time playing Devil Dice. DD value. C, DD. Thank you. Thank you from Spooky Swadloon for the follow. Shift now, make this game. They sure have. We have a battle mode, which I won't be partaking in. I don't know why my glasses are giving me such troubles today. Let's try that. Ah, much better. Options. Wars. Puzzle, I'm assuming, is a pre-populated mode. I suppose there's not much more to say about that other than the fact that this menu is, in fact, really good. Very interesting to see how it looks blown up on the television in front of me versus how it looks in the stream. I'm not sure if it's my upscaler doing a little bit of work, but the pre-render looks lovely. Well, I believe that's Devil Dice, folks. Coming up next, a little itch title that I happened to find today. Stay tuned. Ah, rats. Technical difficulties. Love to see them. Be right back. back. For those who just tuned in, welcome back to the Aqualounge. Just ran over Devil Dice, a neat little puzzle game for the PlayStation 1. A whole lot of dice, not much in the way of devils. Coming up next, we have a cute little game, After a While, that I found on itch.io. Game by Sam Barrow that I know very little about. I found it just this afternoon. How do I come across stuff on itch? That's a great question. Aqualounge manager never reveals his secrets, but I do tend to follow several curators, some whose opinion I trust. I browse recent bundles, and I have a couple of secret sauce sources. A little bit from here, a little bit from there. But first, the Aqualounge. Thought a little bit of this, would it? that was Eye Drop Shadow by Eyeliner. Been linked in the chat, but I can relink it. Very good. Coming up next, we have After a While, an itch.io game that I just found today and have not touched. We'll see how well it goes. Right now, right here on the Aqualounge. But before we go to the next game, little reminder of the reasons I've been so busy. The recent launch, the Aqualounge Surf Shop. You can find yourself a nice Aqualounge tank top, t-shirt, or sticker. Come on. The shirt with a fish with headphones on it. Want to see it? I'm going to try bringing it up on the stream right now. Unplanned, you know. Fortunately, can't see who just did that. This stream brought to you by the Aqualounge Surf Shop. You can get one of these lovely Aqualounge shirts right now. And yes, that fish wearing headphones is available as a sticker. Check it out if you're on aqualounge.tv and you're watching the stream. You'll find the Aqualounge Surf Shop logo and link right below the video window. If not, you can check it out at aqualounge.bigcartel.com. Now, it's time for After a While. Okay. Do a little audio test here. Vita does mean life in Jordan. Oh, that rabbit. Now that's a friend of the Aqualounge if I've ever seen one. Oh, he's a little slidey fellow. This game, After a While, a free download on itch.io. One of my goals with Aqualounge, of course, is to showcase indies that not even you have heard of. Not even I have heard of. I hadn't heard of After a While until today. Who in the chat here, geriatric millennial check, remembers Orisinal, Orisinal, Flash games? Anybody? Anybody at all? We have at least one person. What a beautiful thing. I could try to say something snarky or clever. This is just a lovely little thing. I have the link to this game and I'll be posting it in the chat. I highly recommend you all download it. Pay this developer a lot of money. Thank you, Sembero, for After a While. And thank you, Offense, for this tiny, teeny little game. I love games like this. 5-minute games, 2-minute games, that are complete in and of themselves. Please send them to me if you find them. Or if you've made one, please reach out to aqualounge.tv@gmail.com. I would love to feature it. This was a very pleasant little experience. And now, we'll be right back. secrets has been discovered. The Amiga Mod Archive. Full of good things. And sorry, it seems our sonar is a little dodgy tonight. Not only is tracker music good, tracker music was made 20 years ago, and they tend not to care about whether or not you play it on Twitch. Oh, no, by all means. This music is to be shared. That is its entire point. Coming up next, like a little experimental. Bear with me. I set up a feed of surprise. How do we sound? Very good. Thank you all for bearing with that lengthy technical setup. This is the first time I ever used this PlayStation Vita on stream. The nice thing about a PlayStation Vita, they can do more than play Vita games. Look at that. A PlayStation Portable. Believe it or not, there is an entire PSP contained inside of every PS Vita. If you crack it open, you'll be able to find it. This is a miracle brought to you by one of the most intensive audio configs that I've ever done. Now this is what the Aqualounge is all about. Feel free to groove, everybody. It's time for some intense edutainment. This is Practical Intelligence Quotient. Interesting story behind this game. This is a spiritual successor to a game that I mentioned previously on stream, Intelligent Cube. It was in fact running through Intelligent Cube, but not really Intelligent Cube. This is some of the same staff and designers who worked on Intelligent Cube would go on to make Practical Intelligence Quotient. Note the difference between IQ and PQ. Well, I can't show that on stream, can I? Shh. Very good. Ah, yes, the breakbeat has started. We're home, folks. I've played this game before, so I'm just going to get right into it. The goal of PQ is very simple. We mentioned Sokoban. Now we're Sokobaning in 3 dimensions. Truly, it's all Sokoban all the way down tonight on Aqualounge. Who wants to be a millionaire type beat? Indeed. Regis Philbin is watching us somewhere from the great beyond. It's just like Portal. The 3D maze. A bit of a misnomer, isn't it? Oh no, I stand corrected. 3D maze indeed. Being redacted is highly encouraged. The Aqualounge. Just be sure to hydrate. And always bring a buddy. Well, as you can see, everybody, the PlayStation Portable and PlayStation Vita libraries have been successfully added to the Aqualounge's large repertoire. So, if you know any PSP or PS Vita games that should be featured on the Aqualounge, make sure to drop them in my inbox at aqualounge.tv@gmail.com. Not a fan of cops on the Aqualounge, no. They tend to spoil the fun. No, I've never heard of Purse. Please send it to me. Tricky. I knew you were making a joke about Persona. I'm just letting you know that I see everything you type. Oh no, Echochrome and Luminous? Absolutely acceptable. Lasers. Lethal. The lounge has a PS3, but its library is currently somewhat limited. I hope to remedy this in the near future through unspecified and surreptitious means. Thank you for coming, Party Cat Anthem. Nobi. We do love a Nobi boy. Lord, the cops can use steps. I see. Oh, come now. That's just cruel. Thank you, Fuzzy Presents, for the follow. Oh, out of time. Oh, I see. Interesting. The cops are smarter than I give them credit for. Ooh. Battle rockets or ultra mission? I'll always take a look. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Being fashionably late is the theme tonight of the Aqualounge. Still a couple of technical hurdles and kinks. Not nearly as many as last time, though. For those just joining us, a little bit of novelty is running on a real PlayStation Vita. One thing I aim for, the Aqualounge, is to run as many games from real hardware as possible. I think it makes for a more authentic experience. Simplifies my technical chain. Makes everybody happier. Believe it or not, the Vita is able to cast through its USB port. Very, very simple. No Tester 82 is the right idea. The best way to watch Aqualounge is from aqualounge.tv. Except no substitutes. Interesting. You'll have to forgive my Neanderthal brain here. Can only play so many puzzle games in their spare time. I wonder who monitors a PQ quotient. Who's watching us right now? Other than Regis Philbin. Howie Mandel, perhaps. Indeed, let the vibes last a lifetime. Agreed. Oh. Ah. Forced perspective. But I wasn't born yesterday. Yes, it does, doesn't it? This is the Scientology frat hazing. The obvious goal is to play place a piece down there. Is that possible? Also acceptable and encouraged Aqualounge content. Ah, I see. Interesting. Yes, also acceptable Aqualounge content. Homebrew, unlicensed games. Anything that can be run. But interesting. Oh. Do we get past that? Can't walk any further. Well, this might be curtains for my PQ test. Paradise Killer is on my to-play list. Absolutely excited to try that. Seaman for the Dreamcast. Are you a mind reader, Ninjordan? Trust me when I tell you, there are plans for Seaman on Dreamcast. Ones that I can't reveal here. Do believe I may be stuck. I will give this puzzle a retry. Echo the Dolphin. I may attempt. Oh, I think this is it. How would one solve this puzzle, though? I think I understand now. I need to use this block. Get this block. Alas, dear viewers, I think my time as a PQ tester grows short. It's almost like I see that clock in my everyday life. 2 minutes left to failure. I haven't a clue. Oh. difficulty on this certainly got high in a hurry, didn't it? I'm out of moves, unfortunately. Chris? Unintelligible name, just followed Aqualounge. I appreciate it, though. Alas, my last move. Ciel, welcome. Well, before my brain is reduced to a gelatinous mass, even more gelatinous than it already is, I think this is a successful field test of the PlayStation Vita. Expect to see more PS Vita games in the future here on Aqualounge. It took no small amount of doing to make this work, and I thank you all for your patience. But in the meantime, oh, Bubbles. At least you can play me out with a little grace. That's right. We're not quite done. We have something small and something a little less small. We're running a little behind schedule, I apologize. Coming up next is another odd-ish title I found. The name says it all. Trapped in Costco. Welcome back, folks. Me and my eternal eternally sliding shades welcome you to the Aqualounge. You're just joining us today? I hope you're watching on the best way to watch Aqualounge, which is at www.aqualounge.tv. There might be a couple of rough spots here and there still. That's because I've been hard at work on a little bit of a supplemental project to Aqualounge, which is the Aqualounge Surf Shop. If you're watching on aqualounge.tv, scroll down and you'll find that little icon, that little link, that little logo. You can check out some of these excellent Aqualounge shirts, stickers, and more. If you're not on Aqualounge TV, simply go to aqualounge.bigcartel.com. And now, let's navigate our way through a Costco. What's the worst that could happen? Give me a moment here. Very good. Again, I just saw this for the first time today and have no idea what to do. But I do have a shopping list. Let's give it a try. A maxed out laptop. No. No orange PlayStation games today, I don't think. Beef? Do we want beef? No. When in Costco, except the cube on a stick. Oh, gracious. That was violent. Oh, no. I'm getting sued for that later, aren't I? No beef, please. Of course I'm getting sued. This is... Oh, what's that? Oh, I see. Lots of buns. No, not quite. But I did see... Ah. No. Don't need pills. Jug of milk? No. Where did that office chair get to? Glasses on for a Costco run. I don't want anyone to see my eyes. Know that I potentially don't have a Costco membership. A tire. Ah, bathroom cheese. A long video game tradition. Batteries. Navigating Costco is difficult. It's difficult in real life. It's only ever been once. A sofa. I want that. Where do I take it? Self-checkout. Aha. Take that. no, my couch has been lost in the bathroom sink forever. I wonder if the Costco hot dog is available in this simulation. There it is. Where's my hot dog? Glass. Uh-oh. Is that a flying box of fireworks? Buy stuff. Self-checkout. I buy. Ah! There. I have moved an item to my cart. Very good. I have 1 clap of my hands, 2 thumbs ups, and 3 angry faces. Can't be distracted by things such as cheese. Have no time. Dairy levities. An office chair. Very good. Pants, no. A Kirkland branded t-shirt? I am vaguely interested in that for some reason. A keto cookbook? A karate chop. I see. I haven't had to yet use a karate chop from an employee, but I have a feeling. Oh, what was that? A stogie? No. I only want a Kirkland branded stogie. Nothing else will do. A chicken. A whole pig. I'm going to hold on to this pig for safekeeping. You never know who I might encounter. No. Back. Is this pig sculpted out of ground beef? Is that a Costco item? The flash drive has confounded me so far. Any bathroom cheese here. A bucket of what's it? Another tire. I haven't seen a single gamer laptop at all. I didn't even know they served gamers at Costco. Seems that I am unable to purchase a $1.50 hot dog, which makes me very cross. Chat, what is the length of an average Costco trip? Sounds about right. I don't need your medications. I need NAND flash storage. Hiya! Oh no. It's just a clap. Can I mean mug at him? Unintimidated. Ah, a jug of milk will come in handy. Nothing but groceries here. 20 minutes seems to be a reasonable time. See if I can beat that. I believe I've looked through just about everything here, and I haven't seen a single flash drive. Do I get gimmies? Let's try this again. A cooked pig. I know where to find that. Ah! USB flash drives. Very good. Those were not there last time. It was a mulligan run. Everybody takes a mulligan run to Costco. It comes with the ID, doesn't it? You get to run in there, buy the wrong thing, throw all your groceries on the ground, and sneak in the back entrance. That free sample woman reminds me. I remembered the existence of omelet station ham cubes the other day. It's been so long since I've been to a buffet, I haven't seen them in person. And I've almost forgotten their taste and texture. We don't eat ham cubes in the Aqualounge. They're strictly landlubber delights. Have you had a salad bar? Or omelet station ham cube? Leave a comment in the section below. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified of the new Aqualounge. In all seriousness, though, Aqualounge VODs are available on YouTube. Eventually I'll have enough subscribers to have a custom URL, and then I'll just get to say Aqualounge TV. Today is not that day. I should arm myself with a bottle of medication just in case. Never know. The Kirkland t-shirt. I held the Kirkland t-shirt at one point. It was in my hands. Oh, the orange PlayStation game. Ah! The non-Euclidean Costco is baffling me. Given up all rhyme and reason. Attempt to navigate it. I wonder if this is based on the floor plan of a real Costco. If so, which one? Are all Costco floor plans identical? The odds are, if I press enough random keys, wait a little bit before I press other ones, I will eventually confront the Kirkland shirt. I'm very glad that chat can't see what keys I'm pressing. Ah, it was there. I pressed right, and I left it, and I pressed left, and I did not return. So close. I have to see this through to the end. be able to face myself otherwise. Sam Walton would have won today. I'm not satisfied with that outcome. You know, if each section was RNG after a key press, I would feel a little... Ah, here we are. The Kirkland t-shirt. Time to leave. See if we can escape the Costco. Very good. In 5 minutes and 31 seconds, we have escaped Costco. That was, much like a real trip to Costco, a thoroughly debilitating experience. And I would like to thank Costco Escape Game Creator. Now I can't leave the game. Trapped in Costco's creator, Begello Masterson, for creating that game. We have one more title tonight, coming up next. But first, a brief interlude. Thank you all for journeying through suburban American retail hell with me. Somehow, a 32-pack of Arizona iced tea has appeared in my living room. Thank you so much, No Joke, for the link. Be right back, everybody.
Warning, flashing images.
Vous regardez STP TV. Merci pour votre fidélité.
all think of the name Aqualoungers? I saw it mentioned in chat, and I would like it quite a bit, actually. Aqualoungers, yay or nay? Aquanauts. Yes, Aquanauts it is. In tribute to a game that I do hope to stream. Alright then, Aquanauts. On to the last game of the evening. Buck up and drive. This game is created by a certain Fabio Fontes. It is a racing game unlike anything I've ever seen. Check it out, shall we? This game is played exclusively with the arrow keys. At least it seems to be. Let's find out. Big number good. Big number always good. Except when big number bad. Big number bad in golf. Let's try the tutorial, shall we?
Ready? Drive!
This game, just like Aqualounge First Swim, featuring Racing Lagoon, is a racing game unlike anything I've ever seen. It is a combat racing game, ostensibly. Drifting mechanics do feel a little bit odd. Considering that we are playing with a directional movement. This is very strange. I don't quite know if I like it. Leave space when sparks are visible. Tori 3D, I actually have not played. I am interested in playing ancient Shockwave games on Aqualounge. If there is a good method for playing Shockwave in 2022, I would love to know about it. I do know Flash emulation has come quite a long ways. Three-tiered boost, just like Mario Kart. Visually and stylistically, these cars remind me of a little game that will probably end up on the Aqualounge. Auto Modelista, the PlayStation 2. I suppose I should go over the games currently, or the platforms rather, currently available. Indie games on Windows PC, as well as PS1, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo GameCube, original Xbox, Nintendo Wii, PlayStation 2. Other platforms are present, but have not yet been configured. But don't worry. The Aqualounge is always under development. Rail grinding, eh? Sonic Adventure. It's just like Sonic Adventure. I thought this was a combat racing game, not a Sonic Adventure racing game. It's a better Sonic Adventure racing game than all of the ones that have come before. Sorry, I mean no disrespect to the illustrious Sonic riders. Audio cover for a moment. I do enjoy the initial D speed lines. It's very difficult to aim this tackle, unfortunately. I suppose my impressions so far are that the core mechanics of the game are very good, a lot of fun, and that the controls need much improvement. Drifting with a keyboard is, at least with the current camera setup, very difficult. The way that manipulation of the car occurs during a drift is a little unintuitive. And I would very much enjoy playing this game with a gamepad, or even a mouse. I don't see any reason why this game couldn't function with mouse controls. Then again, I do believe it is in early access. I might be incorrect there. That's the last I saw of it. Gamepad does not work with my current configuration. That could be a me problem. Ah, okay. I was under the impression that this game was still in development. The tilt of the camera makes managing a drift a little awkward. But I've been nitpicky about this game, but my enjoyment is far more than my frustration. Otherwise, I would not have been playing through the tutorial for this long. I do enjoy the faux super-scaled graphics. Victory Heat Rally, for those who are familiar, is another actually true super-scaler racing game in development. I will definitely be featuring that. The Sparkly Kisses raiding with a party of 12. Wow, wow, wow. The first raid on the Aqualounge, and it's very peaceful. I expected a raid on an Aqualounge to be a little more of a big deal. Welcome, Sparkly. And raiding buddies. Pull up a chair. You're just in time for the last game of the evening. Buck up and drive. A combat racing game. Inspired by Sega arcade games of old. At that particular angle, drifting felt very good. Playing with digital controls, I do hope there's a gamepad option. Maybe it's just not working for me. Playing with digital controls is rather frustrating. I attempted playing with the mouse. There was no option. Glasses on. It's time for the last move. A hurricane drift. Oh, the second to last move. Input the sequence on the bottom right while drifting. Ah, Hadoken. Very good. Very similar to an F-Zero spin attack. I do believe F-Zero GX will likely make an Aqualounge appearance. It's not terribly obscure, but it is a special interest of mine. And what I say goes. Fortunately, I am magnanimous and open to customer feedback. Do keep in mind that the vast majority of my focus in this game has been trying to stay on the road during a drift, which is very difficult. Whoever just followed me, I appreciate it. There is in fact a yeet. Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Nojoto, for all of your links back to the chat so that everybody can check out the amazing games, music, and art on display here tonight. I highly encourage everybody in chat to do that. Interesting. The input for hurricane drifting is a little awkward, and having that be dependent on the same steering key that I'm trying to use to stay on the road does make it quite impractical. Also, the window in which I can do it does seem to be very limited. Yes, the Hadoken movements required for a hurricane drift seem inconsistent. I think I might try... Oh, I'll see if I can't get two more. And see how to do a dive bomb. Because a dive bomb does sound exciting. But I do frequently attempt to hurricane drift and have it not work. Could just be, of course, user error. It also seems as if only... No, that's not true. There we go. Ah! Sparks. I see. That should be specified, I think. Very good. Double tap down in midair on a... Oh, a ground pound, I see. Interesting. I wonder if there's any aerial acrobatics. Oh, it's an AoE. Interesting. Actually, this will be useful. I'm glad I saw it. I do like the little bounce in the car. So I've just noticed my mic's been clipping this whole time. Nobody said a word. I also realize that my keyboard is not very good here. That might be the culprit. I am using a bottom-of-the-barrel wireless keyboard for this. That might be dropping inputs. Shout out to Sick Flips, as they say. Hello, Mango Framer. You're on the Aqualounge. Very good. And that is the tutorial. Ah. Now this part I will enjoy. Come on now. There we are. Now we have our Chase HQ style combat. For those unfamiliar, Chase HQ is an old Taito arcade game. Okay. Let's try playing a little bit first. Endless Road. Ah! Excellent. Customization. Aqua Blue is preferred. The Aqualounge. I'll have some racing stripes. This does very much remind me visually of Auto Modelista. I will have to run that game.
Ready? Drive!
Alright. Now that I actually know what I'm doing, let's give this a go, shall we? Ah, excellent. Very good. I like this game the more and more I play it. Oh no, if there was a PlayStation 2 game like this, imagine the review scores from early 2000s video game magazines. They would have been gnashing their teeth. Oh, excellent. Ah! Outrun style level selection. I like it.
Ready?
And faux superscalar tunnels. Always a fun touch. Drifting is still very, very difficult. A bit more difficult than it needs to be. Did I just see the term Zelda? The Aqualounge chat? Year of our Lord 2022. Come now. Let's leave these things behind us. Last I saw that term was Nintendo Power Issue in my youth. Barely cleared that. I have to see the Great Pineapple. The Great Pineapple should be a drink at the Aqualounge, I think. Maybe I'll put out an Aqualounge cocktail book one of these days. Be helpful to know what we serve down here. Most of our denizens have gills, fortunately, which makes drinking difficult. They're still enthusiastic about it. Drifting seems to cause more accidents than it solves problems, unfortunately. Was that a Big Bill Health sign I just saw? Ah, the farmlands. Nice and flat. That sounds unthreatening. I was mistaken. These are the hilliest farmlands I've ever seen. Overall, I very much enjoy Buck Up and Drive. I do think my single biggest complaint is that the digital drifting doesn't feel very good. This might be a me problem. This might just be the game being intended to play with a gamepad and mine is not working. That is the singular blemish on what is otherwise a delightful experience. I do hope that the keyboard controls improve with time. Ooh, motion sickness. That's something I did not consider. I do apologize, folks. Well, considering I'm about to run out of time, health is going to be a problem. Ah, just in the nick of time. Ice cap, of course.
Ready? Drive!
What do you think Scorn Flakes taste like? Do you think you can get them at Costco? The ground pound is supremely satisfying. Again, I don't know if it's the digital controls causing me issues, but it feels like the spin attack is a bit too difficult to do while maintaining your drift, especially with the camera trickery that the game uses to give your drifts a sense of dramaticism. But the ground pound is supremely entertaining. Oh, here I am, forgetting all about the rail grinding. What kind of gamer am I? Rail grinding is encouraged in the Aqualounge. Billboard does say trans rights, as does Aqualounge. Aqualounge absolutely says trans rights. I'll repeat it ad nauseum. I do also like a combination. It seems almost like a combination of Outrun and Cruisin' USA. In that there's the Outrun path splitting, but all the locations seem to be different ones in the world, which I very much enjoy. strange. Ah, the savannah. This gives me flashbacks to Jumbo Safari. Oh, to be able to run arcade games on the Aqualounge. Unfortunately, I don't think much of that will be happening. Maybe if there's some memory of some sort. Again, for those who are newish at the end of the night, I do intend to stream as much as I can on the Aqualounge from original hardware, something that I take seriously. I think there's nothing quite like playing it on the system it was intended for. It's not a moral position. Play games however you can. Preserve games however you can. Just what I prefer. I will make exceptions if there are requests. I suppose as I grind on these rails, I should talk a little bit about what the future of requests and things might look like. I mentioned on Aqualounge First Swim a little bit about the future of how financially supporting the stream might work. I'm going to reiterate that here. Rather than trying to hawk bits or subscriptions or renewed subscriptions during the stream. And to respect my schedule as a person who, for those who don't know, I am a full-time video game developer. When I'm outside of the Aqualounge, I work on games in virtual reality. I'm currently working on one which, if you do follow VR, you have most certainly heard of. I'm not going to elaborate any further. Because of that, working a full-time job, scheduling regular streams is difficult. So, because I want this to be a little bit of a more chill time where I'm not always trying to push subscriptions, and to help the scheduling be a little bit more ad hoc, if you will. I suppose I'll have to go to the woods. My monetization is going to be very simple. There will be a pot, stream pot, of an as of yet unspecified amount, still being figured out. There will be a coffee tip jar, and eventually a Patreon, which is something I wanted to actually mention regarding requests. The tip jar is filled. I'll schedule a stream. That's about it. No worrying about subscriptions. No worrying about pushing Twitch metrics. No worrying about even getting Twitch partner or anything like that. That's not really my concern. I just want to give everybody a stream that they like. So, I think that will help the stream be manageable on a full-time work schedule. And I think that will make for a better quality stream. Yes, always by Crossneak. Very good. There is a sticker available on the Aqualounge Surf Shop if shirts aren't your thing.
Ready?
Thank you, Leon. Oh, outrun the rival. Haha, outrun. That's funny. They said the funny word. Oh. I think this might be where I end up failing. Regardless, I mentioned that I will buy both a coffee and a Patreon. And with Patreon comes tiers. What are going to be on those tiers? Well, I think you can always send suggestions for games to play. But you can also say, I am no longer asking. If you back in a certain amount of months, maybe there will be prioritized requests, so to say. That's one idea I've had. Another idea is that there will be, in the future of Aqualounge, if all goes as planned, developer interviews for titles that I've really wanted to feature. Ah, wow! I can't believe I did that. Oh, no! Oh, too bad.
New record!
So close. That is exactly right. They all feed into the same jar. I'm going to calculate that and probably keep it updated myself on the aqualounge.tv website. Doing a little bit of math is easier than writing a bunch of web services. I'll just update it every once in a while. And, yeah, however you can give, however you want to give. If people want to see another Aqualounge and they pitch in, I think that I'll be able to meet demand, and demand will be easy to measure. I hope that seems like a fair system to everybody. That said, I will be doing one more Aqualounge stream, free of any bucket or pay, etc. Because I want to take a little bit more time to get feedback, to develop the stream a little more, and to get some more features out there. There are still a couple of things that I'm planning for Aqualounge that haven't quite rolled out yet. This is a technologically complex operation. You should see my desk right now. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with all of you and give you another rundown on that. If you have any feedback, questions, suggestions, or cool ideas, feel free to send them to aqualounge.tv@gmail.com. I just went on a long talk about how I won't be doing any hawking. That's a partial truth. I do have some shirts that you can buy right now. If you go to aqualounge.tv, scroll down, you'll find a link to the Aqualounge surf shop. You can get some cool gear. And a fish. With headphones. If you're not on aqualounge.tv, you can go to aqualounge.bigcartel.com to check it out. Funny you should mention that, in Jordan. The 1999 Smash Mouth album Astro Lounge was a direct inspiration for the Aqualounge name. It is an iconic album with iconic art. The Aqualounge VOD channel will be embedded on the aqualounge.tv page eventually. It's proving difficult to do. I am not a web developer by trade, I am a game developer by trade. But VODs will be coming, as well as a slightly nicer link to the Aqualounge surf shop, and, when the Aqualounge is closed, a measure of how much is in the pot, and how much needs to be added to the pot, and how to do it. That's kind of the end goal for the aqualounge.tv website. Now that the surf shop is up and running, I can focus my efforts there, get that into a polished state, and book some more exciting stuff for you. Like I said, dev interviews, more music, more art. I have a whole Aqualounge playlist that is currently in the works, with lots more music. I didn't have the chance to roll that out tonight, but that's coming down the pipe. So, you'll just have to tune in next time, won't you? I hope you will. I hope you've had a lovely second outing at the Aqualounge. Thank you to everybody, and good night.